Something unusual is happening. In one of the richest cities in the world, some of the richest people are leaving. Not in panic, not in chaos, but slowly, quietly, strategically. They are selling homes, moving money, changing locations, and most people don't even notice. But here's the real question. Why would someone leave a city like London when they can afford everything in it? Stay with me, because once you understand this, you'll start seeing the world very differently. For years, London was more than a city. It was a symbol, a place where money, power, and opportunity came together. If you made it in life, you ended up in London. Luxury apartments, private clubs, big business deals. It was the center of everything. But today, that image is starting to crack, and behind the scenes, a silent shift is happening. At first, everything looks normal. The streets are still busy, the buildings still shine, the lifestyle still looks perfect. But if you look closer, you'll notice something different. Some luxury homes are sitting empty. Some wealthy families are spending less time here. Some investors are quietly pulling back. No headlines, no big announcements, just small moves that add up to something big. And when rich people move quietly, it usually means one thing. They see something coming. Let's clear something up. Rich people are not leaving because they are poor. They still have money, a lot of it. So what's the problem? It's not about cost, it's about value. Think about this. If you pay millions for a house, you expect a certain lifestyle, space, comfort, privacy. But in a crowded city, even expensive life can feel stressful. So the question becomes, is this still worth it? And for many, the answer is starting to change. Now let's talk about something powerful. Taxes. For years, London attracted wealthy people from around the world because the system gave them advantages. But over time, those advantages started to shrink. New rules, more pressure, less flexibility. And when you are managing millions, even small changes matter. Rich people don't wait until things get worse. They act early. They look at the numbers and make a decision. Not emotional, just logical. A few years ago, living in a big city was necessary. That's where business happened. That's where opportunities were. But today, everything is different. You can run a company from your laptop. You can invest from anywhere. You can connect with anyone in seconds. The world became flexible. And once that happened, location stopped being a limitation. So people started asking, where do I actually want to live? Not where they have to live. Let's imagine two lives. First life, you wake up in a busy city, noise outside, traffic everywhere, always rushing. Second life, you wake up in a quiet place. Fresh air, open space, peace. Same money, very different experience. Now ask yourself, which one would you choose? That's the choice many rich people are making right now. They are not running away, they are moving towards something better. Here's something important. The world is full of options now. There are cities offering lower taxes, better weather, more space, modern living. And rich people are global. They don't belong to one place. They compare, they analyze, they choose. And when they find something better, they move quietly. Here's something most people don't realize. Wealthy people think differently. They don't just react, they prepare. They watch trends, they study changes, they move early. While others are comfortable, they are planning. While others wait, they act. That's why their moves seem invisible, because by the time everyone notices, they're already gone. So, Does this mean London is finished? Not at all. It's still powerful, still important, still global. But something is changing. It's no longer the only choice. And when people have more choices, things shift. Slowly at first, then faster. And that's what we're seeing now. This story is not just about London, it's about the future. A world where people can live anywhere, where money moves fast, where decisions happen quickly, and where the smartest people move before the rest. So when you hear, "the rich are leaving," don't think of it as an ending. Think of it as a signal. Something is changing. If this made you think, then you're starting to see the pattern. Because the real question is not, why are they leaving? It's, what do they see coming next? Subscribe if you want to understand the world behind the headlines, because the biggest moves are the quiet ones. So here's something worth thinking about. The wealthy rarely make random moves. They move with intention, and when enough of them begin making similar decisions, it usually points to something larger. Not panic, not collapse, but change. And change often begins quietly. Maybe London remains powerful, maybe it always will, but perhaps what we're witnessing is the beginning of a different era. An era where freedom matters more than prestige, where flexibility matters more than tradition, and where even the richest people are rethinking old assumptions. Because the real story was never just about one city, it was about a pattern most people overlook, until it becomes obvious. And maybe that's the lesson. Pay attention to quiet signals, because history doesn't always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it whispers first.